All right, if you are here, it's because one of our doctors has yelled at you about your neck or cervical posture. So what we're going to do here is run through a couple of ways that you can stretch out the muscles of your neck to enhance your posture and help you hold our adjustments for longer. This is Brian. Brian is going to be our neck stretching expert today. So the first things that we like to teach you is what we call flexion and extension, or moving your head forward and backwards in an attempt to stretch out your neck muscles. So the first thing we're going to ask Brian to do is do what's called neck flexion. So Brian, what I want you to do is concentrate on trying to tuck your chin into your throat. Right? Okay, now relax. When you do this at home, you probably won't have me or Brian with you. One thing you'll notice that it's very uncomfortable and it feels like you're making your throat stick out, and you are. What I want you to focus on is moving your chin, not your head. Too many times cervical or neck stretches and neck stretching experts want you to whip your head around. That doesn't do anything but bring you into our practice for concussion, and that's no fun to fix. What we want you to focus on is where your chin is at all times. So again, Brian, show them flexion. That's it. So what he's doing, and now you can relax, he's stretching the deep cervical flexors, and these are very, very important muscles. So you would start off holding this about 10 seconds. What I like to do is have my patients go immediately from neck flexion to neck extension. So Brian, let me have you go to flexion, and you hold this for about 10 seconds. Okay, now go to extension for me. Now you'll notice that Brian's chin goes straight up in the air. Brian's not whipping his head back. He's not doing any of that. It's a controlled motion, because that's what stretching is. Okay, you can relax. So cervical flexion, tucking the chin in, cervical extension of rolling the chin up, right? That's what we're worried about. Now let's look at lateral bending. Brian, maybe turn and face the camera. So lateral bending is a little bit more complicated because we're going to try and take two planes of motion and couple them, right? So Brian, what I want you to do is try to touch your left ear to your left shoulder without turning your head. Perfect. Okay, now relax. Now, when you do this at home, if you can touch your left ear to your left shoulder, you're either a gymnast or you're dead. It's not something that we can do easily. So don't push too hard. Push until the stretch stops, until you feel a good amount of pressure, and then stretch that. It's not about achieving a desired length. It's about getting the muscle to stretch. All right, Brian, let me see you go to the other side. You notice how still Brian is. Just the head, stays facing straight, and he goes to the side. Okay, you can relax. Lateral bending is a great exercise, and it's one that once you get used to doing is really going to help the muscles and ligaments of your neck loosen up. So start that way. Flexion, extension, lateral bending. 10 seconds in each range of motion. This is a great way to help you hold our adjustments and help your neck progress very quickly. Thank you. If you have any questions, be sure to ask us in the office.